$22.95, and it's the perfect size. This is the launch of this. I don't think anybody has ever seen this on air before. I know you out there and you're going, finally, a perfectly sized electric skillet for me and my husband to be able to cook meals that we can eat. I don't need to cook for 8 or 10 people every day. I cook for 2 people every day, and sometimes 4. One-pot meals, TruGlide Nonstick, adjustable temperature control, keep warm function, so when the holidays come, you're gonna be saying, man, that guy and Stephanie, they hooked me up. This is the best way to keep my mashed potatoes warm, the stuffing warm, Swedish meatballs, hors d'oeuvres. I can't go on enough about it. Now, let me just check and see. I know we don't have a ton of these to go around. We don't. We brought in about 5,000. That may seem like a lot, but we'll probably go through a third of that just in this airing. If you want a real cooker, not a little toy, but a real cooker at the perfect size, Stephanie, you and I both love, we are both like,
I'm impressed.
You don't see this size.
The size is amazing, and look at the sear on the steak.
Wow.
So don't think because it's small, don't think because it's electric and it's gonna sit on your counter that it can't do a great job. I've got gorgeous caramelization right here on my steak. I've added some mushroom, I've added some onion, I am gonna add some gravy, and I am gonna turn this down just a little bit and let it simmer.
Let it simmer.
Okay, and then we're gonna take a walk through what all we're getting with the dial. So we will come back to that.
Look at how adorable that is. I'm in love with it. I mean,
it's
I
just
honestly,
perfect.
I have a dash that's about 2.5 times the size of this.
Sure, the 14.
I only use it when my brothers and family come into town. I don't use it every day.
Yep.
Because it's just not worth the cleanup.
Because it's big and you don't want to get
big.
it all out. So this is 8 inches across and 4 inches deep. And it is the depth that has me so excited. Because with something like searing the steak, that's keeping all the spatters right where they should be. But I've also got enough depth that I've taken shrimp and sausage. I got a good little sear going there.
Yeah.
I put some peppers and onions in there.
Pop the lid on that guy.
Now I have added my pasta and a creamy Cajun sauce, by the way. This is what's for dinner in my house. I could not be more excited about this.
And that is perfect for 2 to 4 people.
Exactly.
Or a side dish for 5 people.
I'd say a side dish 4 to 6, a dinner 2 to 4. Now, what is special about this is it's electric, so it's gonna be right on my counter. I have the most awesome dial control here. When I am turned up to high, it's hot. It is 450 degrees. So you are getting a great sear on your steak. You can cook any meats on here with that kind of temperature without any problem. But so now that I've got my food seared, I'm gonna turn it down to a medium low, put the lid on, let that pasta cook in the liquid. I'll come back and put a little cheese in there and be gooey and wonderful. Now, why do I like this temperature control? Lift that lid and see what we've just done. You're gonna love this.
We did a pizza in here, and you don't have to make your own dang pizza. The pizzas come in this size.
Oh, we bought the refrigerator dough.
Yeah.
That was so easy.
Here it's sizzling inside there.
All right, let me get under here with this. Okay, so what we've done here is this is TruGlide Nonstick, and you are gonna be able to see very easily here, no problem releasing dough. So refrigerator dough,
look at the bottom.
Pushed it in.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a
Let me show you the
peek
crust.
and look at the bottom. Look at that. I did this on my counter. I could not be more excited about this.
Perfect.
Because I don't wanna heat up the oven to do a 10-inch pizza. You know, that's just not something I need to do.
Oh my
But what I do want is to take my own dough, get that homemade feeling going there, top it with whatever I want to top it with, and I'm good to go.
Amanda, you know what I would do? I'm talking to Amanda off camera because she's so smart, and I always trust all her. You know what I do with this one? Get some of that cinnamon roll dough, right?
Oh,
I do the cinnamon roll dough in there. I maybe cook it for like 10, 15 minutes, then flip it, and then add the frosting on top, and then put the lid on and say, what? Yeah.
You having a little sweet craving this morning?
Mike just said, yeah, now you're talking, buddy. Cinnamon rolls in there. But you know what? Otherwise, you'd have to heat up that whole oven.
For this?
For a cinnamon roll thing that's that big. This is the perfect size. Okay, if you love eggs, hey, I gotta tell you, you wanna do like a frittata? You can't really, a frittata is a little challenging for people to do in a saute pan that don't know how to cook, right? A little tough on them, especially if you wanna flip it. a frittata is basically a no mixed dish, right? It's no big deal. Just do it in there. Watch what she's gonna do.
Okay, watch my cool handles, by the way. We just finished cooking this. I can grab it and pick it up. All I do is remove my electric cooker. Remember, TruGlide Nonstick.
You want some help?
No.
You got it?
Got it. Look at that. Don't need any help with that. That is a gorgeous frittata, and that is good to go. You may go in, and of course it is good to eat. But look how easy to maneuver this is. This is gonna surprise you. Not only does the frittata look amazing, but how lightweight the actual pan is to work with. Could not be easier. So I like that for dexterity reasons.
Yeah.
I love that the handles are stay cool. I love that all I do is pull this out, and I've even got fingers underneath it. It's well protected from any kind of heating so that I can work with it however I need to. Let's talk about cleaning. You love it? I know. I'm going there too.
I would have put about 4 more pounds of cheese in it, but that's just me. I would have put cheese on the bottom and then just,
it could handle it, cheese on the bottom. Look at the nonstick.
Look at the cleanup.
We just wiped it right out. So that's all you have to do is give it a quick rinse. You're not gonna put it in the dishwasher because it does have the heating element, but it could not be easier to maneuver.
Something else?
Yeah, put the quesadilla in there.
Just lay it in there?
Yeah, just go ahead and slide it on in.
I got you.
There you go.
Boop, 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 boop.
And that is how I'm gonna get my crisp around the edge of the quesadilla.
Turn that up, we'll plug it back in.
And remember, we're not gonna turn it up too much. You've got some good heat here. So for something like crisping a quesadilla, I'm gonna put my base back in.
Like medium low?
Yep, exactly. Now you do need to give this a good shove. Make sure it clicks in so the heating element is there. And I like that too because that way you know it is secure in there. I'm gonna turn it to medium low and crisp my tortilla.
All right, we're gonna take a quick little 2-second break here because I wanna tell you the deal on this today, all right? I don't know how we're doing it at $22.95, but we are. It's normally gonna be $28.95. I can't wait to get off air and get this because I could use this all year long. Danny just went to college, so I'm fighting that. You know, the little empty nest. But I don't, and so I don't need a big giant pan, but I love, you all know I love to cook stuff, right? Can you think of a better mac and cheese pan than this?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Oh my
It'll get crispy and crunchy on the edges. I love that. And you know what? You were talking about college. I dropped my daughter off for her first apartment. We're out of the dorms now. This weekend, I'm going to send her one of these because whether you're cooking for yourself and your partner at home or whether it's kids cooking for each other, this is the best size because it's so easy to use. You're not turning on a gas or electric stove and worry about it getting too hot or worrying about it, you know, not being the right temperature to adequately sear or steam your food. This is all happening right here in the pan. Look at what it did with those mussels. They opened up beautifully. We steamed them right here with the lid on a nice medium temperature. Remember, high, hot enough to sear. Medium gives me a good rolling boil.
Do you mind if I jump over
to these? Right ahead.
All right.
So we're doing a shallow fry.
Did you do chicken? I don't know if it's chicken or fish.
It's chicken. So we did a shallow fry of chicken. Medium temp, 350 degrees.
Now you know, because you're a kitchen person like me too, and obviously Amanda who's running the show here today behind the scenes, you know you have to be a certain type of pan to be able to actually fry.
Absolutely. Well, and you have to hold it even temperature. This shows the quality of the heating element that Dash has put in this because we are able to hold that even temperature. Again, I don't want to do this on the stove. I don't want to deal with the mess. I've got a 4-inch depth here so it can handle doing the light shallow fry. Now I'm going to get my chicken crispy. You said fish. There's nothing better than a crispy fish stick. So much better when done in a shallow fry.
So all I would do with these, and I want to show you really quick, and I'll stack 2 of them here.
Okay.
Right? Because I see you have, are these going on the chicken?
Those are going on the arugula.
Mind if I just give them a little slice?
You do whatever you want to do.
Because these are cooked perfect.
Those are cooked perfect.
Look at this, right? So if you want to do like Caesar salad and you don't have, and you're like, I mean, having like fried chicken on a Caesar salad would be so good. Look at how beautiful that is, right?
That looks great. Yeah, but it's the best way. Best way to get them crispy. You're not making a big mess. You're not getting out a deep fryer. Don't spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a deep fryer when really all you need is the 4-inch depth to submerge and do a little frying.
Was fun.
I'm all about the full meals that we are able to do in the pan. So we just did pork chops. Again, look at this gorgeous sear. We were able to do the sear because high gets hot enough to caramelize for me. So we don't have to worry about getting out the pan, putting them on the grill. But then the liquids they released, Do you smell the fresh rosemary?
Look how pretty that is.
Added some apples. We added some shallots. I am all about the feelings and flavors of fall now, right around the corner.
Oh yeah, I am jonesing to make like little pots of chili and things like that.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you could do things like that right in here because you can do your sear, you can do your simmer. And the thing about pork is I hate doing it without any liquid added like the apples because it dries out. That is gorgeous, but I've got the sear. I don't want to miss out on the sear. So what Dash has done is they've given us this temperature control that gets hot enough to sear, low enough to simmer, and medium is the perfect boil in the middle. So we were able to do the fry.
Let's keep going.
All right, watch this.
Now, if you're on a diet, I will tell you there are so many great opportunities out there at the grocery store for you to be able to eat well. And I will tell you, that riced cauliflower is genius. I mean, that stuff is amazing. You brown it, I would challenge you in any dish that I make for you to not think that was rice. It really is.
And here's
if you toast cauliflower, it tastes like a grain.
And you don't have to buy it frozen because it gets mushy. Buy it fresh. This is already riced. I did not do the ricing. I bought it pre-bagged, ready to go. I'm gonna put a quick saute on it. I am turned up to high. I added some veggies, add some sauce.
I love it, a little teriyaki, and it basically it'll taste just like fried rice.
Exactly.
You want to say hi to Sally?
I would love to. Hey,
Where's
Sally.
Sally from? Sally from Missouri,
morning.
welcome to HSN. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Wonderful, Sally. Sally, do you own this little machine?
Well, I do now.
Oh, that girl.
Good.
Tell me why you bought it today. I know why I love it. Why would you want to get this today?
Well, I live alone, and it's really hard to make smaller portions in a big pan.
Totally.
And it looks wonderful. I can hardly wait to get it.
You know, Sally, my mom lives with her husband, John, and it's just the two of them. And I get so tired of bringing them food, you know, that they can't cook themselves, and they don't want a big giant ordeal every time. This is a one-pot pan, so if you could pretty much make. I mean, you guys, if you watch me, you know I can cook anything. I can cook probably anything I love in that pan.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you'll love it because you won't have to turn on the oven. I'm pulling out shepherd's pie here. I did it right on the countertop. It's so nice not to heat up the oven.
Sally, do you like shepherd? Do you like shepherd's pie?
It's amazing. It's amazing. I've never seen one like this.
Well, you are going to love it, my dear. Thank you for hanging on the line and talking to us.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
See you, Sally. You know, the shepherd's pie, it's so funny.
The shepherd's pie looks amazing.
You didn't even ask me how much. You didn't even know, Amanda, when you did all that. You didn't know I love shepherd's pie. Oh, shepherd's pie. You can make hearty, like home-type meals in here.
Absolutely, and you know what I love? I love dessert, and I love any dessert that is a fruit crumble. Again, rather than turning on the oven, I put my berries, I put my crumb topping right here in my Dash skillet. Just because this is called an electric skillet, don't think you're limited to the pancakes, the French toast, the bacon. No, we are using this to bake. We are using this to sear. We have got Guy on the shepherd's pie. We're using it to deep fry. We are sauteing cauliflower rice. Look at the heat here. I've got enough temperature to sear. I've got a medium setting that is perfect for a boil, and then I've got a low setting for a simmer or even a bake. I've done a pizza crust. I've done things at every single temperature, yet it couldn't be simpler. You want to take a look at how things are going down here?
You want to do the chicken and pasta and I'll do the steak?
Okay, well look at what we did here. We put a great sear on some sausage and some shrimp. I added pasta with a little bit of a liquidy cream sauce. I watered it down to make sure I had enough liquid. Now I'm gonna add in my Parmesan. Look at a one-dish meal cooked right on the countertop. This will easily feed 3 to 4 people.
Steak.
Oh, that steak looks amazing. Again, that's a sear done on an electric skillet. It's non-stick, yet hot enough to give you that kind of gorgeous caramelization on your meat. Ooh, we made a mushroom and onion sauce with gravy to go along with it. And I love that it's all tabletop cooking. No open flames, no concerns about the stove, and non-stick, easy to wipe out and clean.
Hold on, I gotta put some gravy on there.
Look at that gravy. Oh. Looks wonderful.
Where's the green?
All right, colors come in black, red, or navy. This is a fun thing to add.
Man, do I have to leave or can I eat all this?
Oh, I have to go.